Hi there, welcome to Creating a Future We Want. My name is Matt Keene, and this
I'm
is
Kiara.
this is the Our Learning series. I'm learning to keep my balance in a very tight little seat here, and this is where we sort of talk about how we homeschool, and we are in the midst of a project called "What is a Garden?"
30 days of adaptive action.
That's right. That's right. We've done this a few times now, and we have 50 other projects that we've done or are in the middle of, but this just happens to be the first one that we spend a lot of time really deeply reflecting on, and we'll begin documenting with particular lesson plans soon so that others might begin to maybe replicate or augment their home educations or classroom educations with bringing adaptive action to whatever sorts of interesting challenges they have in front of them. They might not be asking, what is a garden? They might be asking another thing. Well, what is a home, for instance? Or what is learning? What is a school? These might be examples of questions that adaptive action could be applied to, but any number of others. And what are the three questions that comprise the process of adaptive action?
What? So what? And now what?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Pretty maybe simple sounding, and the facets of the complexity, the dimensions of intricacies kind of explode from there. But in these conversations, we are keeping things very informal and fun, as hopefully, as conversations. I think we're about 60-40 fun, maybe 70-30, I don't know. Um, and conversations, listening, learning to talk to each other. What is a garden is the question. We are engaging with that question with adaptive action. We bring a new dimension to that question to the garden every day. And today, um, our question is what values do we bring to the garden? Usually we have our sister, little sister, Cora here. She's down the street playing right now, so I thought two of us might have this chat first. What values do you bring to the garden, Kiara?
Um, let's see. I bring love and care to the plants and the soil, and joyfulness to see them growing, and um, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Those are beautiful. When you say love, what else would you might add? What else? What other values might you also be bringing when you bring love to to the to the garden? For instance, love for a butterfly, or love for the lettuce, or um, the eggplant. What other values might be a part of that?
Hmm. Well, tenderness and care, um, gentleness, not like breaking the plants, just touching them gently, straightening them up if they fell down or something.
That's beautiful. The gentleness, and the kindness. Uh, I wanted to ask a slightly different question now than we have been when we talk about so what. And I wanted to ask, so what story could you tell that would begin to represent or depict some of these values? Or what's a short story you could tell us that would be an example of one or any of or many of those values?
Hmm.
Do you have something in mind?
Um, I don't know.
Oh, one moment. Hey, Corey, you okay? We're doing a what is a garden right now. You want to come over for a second? Please go ahead. It's okay. She'll just join us. No, we're gonna do another with her. Okay. One moment, everybody.
Okay, so let's see. My story would be, well, actually, just this morning, um, I came out in the garden and you were watering the plants, and I saw a few had sort of fallen over because of the water or just because their leaves were so big and their stem was super small. So I came up and lifted them up, pushed the dirt around them so that they stood up straight and weren't falling over.
So what told you, what prompted you to do what you did?
Well, I just saw them there and, well, they looked a little, unhappy, or not unhappy, but, just a little, like, sad, droopy, and so I feel like they need to be stood up, to reach for the sunlight. Yeah.
So what about being droopy or laying over? So what is it that causes it to do, or what might be some of the causes of it laying over and droopy like that?
Maybe if the water was pounding a little too hard, just a little too hard on it, or if its leaves were too big and its stem was super thin and its leaves were big and full, so it couldn't stand the weight. Maybe it didn't have good enough rooting, like enough roots in the ground to keep it stable and steady. Yeah, that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah. Well, now what are some of the different actions you could take? You described one where your hands were doing this, and so I can imagine some things that you're doing. So I wonder if you could describe to us what you did, and then also, like, what other options might there be to show that care and gentleness and help the plant? So first, yeah, what was it you were doing exactly, and then?
Well, I was standing. The plant was sort of, here's the soil. The plant was sort of falling over, so I pushed it back up, sort of standing straight up, and pushed some dirt around it, so that it wasn't falling over. Give it more support, and I don't know. Let's see. Maybe another way to help it stand up would be to put it like, well, not for the plant I was doing it for, but like for a pea plant or a bean plant, you would put like a trellis there so that it can lean up and then climb up it. What I was helping with was with a little Swiss chard plant sprout, which doesn't climb up trellises, but yeah, we could put it next to a stick and maybe tie it around the stick or something, like stick it up.
So there are different actions you could take depending on the plant. I'm wondering if I were to say, a few months ago or whenever, is there something you would do or would have done then that might have or might result in a more healthy looking plant right now?
Well, fertilize it, and yeah, maybe make the water a little softer, watering it, and yeah.
So we see that there's 20 or 30 of these sprouts here, and you assisted with a couple of them. Now, what do you, or well, like, so what do you predict about this group of 20 or 30? Uh, Actually, these are beets, mostly beets. There could be chard mixed in. Sometimes the seeds get cut. So what do you predict about this group of beets and chard here?
Well, some of them will die out. It's just how things go. Some live to be super big and produce a lot. Some live to be medium sized, produce a little bit. Some just die out when they're little or get a little bigger. Just how it works. Like the seeds could be old or yeah, not enough nutrition in that little spot in the soil.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Now, there's a whole bunch of other questions I want to follow up with, but I think we'll do this again, the story with your sister, and maybe the three of us together, and see what kinds of surprises she can come up with her story.
A lot of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm Matt Keene, and this is Kiara. Thanks for joining us, creating a future we want. The Our Learning series, our project right now. What is a garden? 30 days of adaptive action. See you soon.
Bye.